Sussex's PR is getting worse. Meghan and Harry digging their own graves. Why are Harry and Meghan reigniting the argument that the Queen didn't take full ownership over the allegations made by them? Why this direct attack on the Queen? It is undoubtedly true that there's money, clicks, and likes behind reigniting the argument, but it is worth knowing that this is also very much the game of a narcissist. Remember that, even though the royal family did not openly go on the offensive after Oprahgate, the Queen's brilliant response was indeed an epic takedown in the most ladylike, classy fashion. I giggled to myself when I read that Scooby-Doo said the statement, "Recollections may vary," did not go unnoticed by the couple. The fact that he had to say this probably means that it did, but I digress. The statement by the Queen was indeed enough of a response in the absence of any further details from the duo. The issue has been placed in File 9 by the Queen. But as Meghan is a narcissist, the issue is not done. It never was done, and it never will be done. Her bringing up of what we regard as the past is simply the narcissist way of challenging the victims. In this case, the Queen. Responsive recollections may vary. Meghan's accusations on Oprah were a means of asserting control over the British royal family to make the narcissist feel that she came out of Megxit with the upper hand. As per H.G. Tudor, and I quote, "It is an essential method of maintaining our control over you by bringing up the past. We are always able to recall some past which we have committed or a particular transgression which we will use to suit our current purposes. Being able to bring up the past allows us to deflect your attacks against us, deny the validity of what you are saying, and instead enables us to put you under scrutiny." Remember, as ridiculous as this may sound to you and me, you must understand how incredibly important control is to a narcissist. Meghan fully expected an apology, and because she didn't get it, she does not feel like she has the upper hand, like she has had control. That is the reason for reigniting the argument. She desperately requires control. And by reigniting the feud, the drama can continue. Meghan will get more attention, also very important to a narcissist, and there's another chance for asserting control over the British royal family. The apology Meghan is waiting for is about control, nothing else. The best thing the British royal family can do is completely ignore the Sussexes. At the same time, however, it does mean there will oft be repeated attempts by Meghan to assert control over them until she gets what she wants. Sadly, it will not be enough. If she ever got that apology, which she won't, she'll find something else in the future to complain about whenever she's in need of asserting control again, which is pretty much all of the time. Why? Because they have to attack the Queen. They have no other choice. It ensures headlines, clicks, likes, and followers, and that is prescribedly what their Hollywood paymasters demand. Remember, this mad woman's ambition was to break the internet so that Hollywood and the California high-tech giants locked the Markles into lucrative contracts, whereby they have to continually deliver salacious gossip and scandal about the Queen and the royal family. In order to boost their box office appeal, the Markles hilariously attempt to elbow their way onto the global stage, masquerading as world leaders. Witness their sugary ramble about Afghanistan, but in reality, the one and only currency they have is marriage into the royal family. Without the royal connection, they are less than nothing, and Hollywood's finest know it. Therefore, attacking the Queen and the royal family has become the new normal. It will go on as long as Hollywood can keep rebadging The Crown and other spin-off films and series. For these productions to continue, the attacks will have to escalate as the original material dries up to the extent that even idiots spot the endless recycling. Whereupon the only avenue left open to Meghan and Harry will be to dial up the lies. They could spin out on this for years. Look what the Kardashians accomplished from nothing. But awkwardly, the Queen and the royal family are the cornerstones of the British Constitution that these attacks and emanating from U.S. soil against a loyal ally could have dangerously corrosive effect on the USA and the UK relationship. I sincerely hope, but not, the situation has been exacerbated by Jen Psaki's incendent hate in rushing to praise Meghan for the courage she exhibited in the Winfrey Lie Fest. The Biden administration's silence since then is capable of being construed as tacit acceptance of Meghan Markle's shenanigans. So the direct attacks on the Queen will not only continue, they will also increase, both in severity and number. The inevitable and wholly foreseeable outcome from Harry's Faustian pact. It is arguable that Meghan is nothing but endless trouble, constantly scheming and lying and spying on people. All in all, a thoroughly nasty pair of work. She clearly has personality and mental health issues that she refuses to accept or address. So why would anyone want such a mischief maker around? That's a mystery. I must assume the U.S. president has intelligent and capable advisors, so let's hope she is now officially persona non grata. Things have changed quite a bit since the G7. The Bidens have made a real effort and appear to get along very well with Her Majesty and Camilla, and Mrs. Biden got on famously with Catherine, even launching a joint education initiative. I hope their silence now is not showing tacit support of the two ducal immigrants, but rather the opposite, steering well clear of them so as not to upset the palace and the British government by pandering to the royal wailers. Both Biden and the Obamas have all but abandoned Harry and Meghan. Meghan comes on really strong and everyone seems to like her, but then as they get to know her, they see her for who she really is, an emotionally empty well with street smarts but no emotional intelligence. She's rejected her own family and the royal family so that the Obamas and the Bidens have to shut her out. Even her prince of a husband can't save her. Catherine and Jill bonded over their projects and children's education, so they are a perfect match, and they are the bridges to our strong ally. I'm sure Meghan is seething over it. Because of the relationships between the Bidens and the Cambridges, our U.S.-UK relationship will remain as strong as ever, and Harry and Meghan will be reduced to pesky little flies that have been swatted every time they try to impose themselves onto both of our countries and the world. It is their PR company's sole job to write flowery words that will catapult them onto the world stage as influencers and leaders. The only problem is that they're behaving like emotional teenagers and they have no idea how to work with others. Harry and Meghan have been the perfect storm, and although they've created a lot of high waves, Hollywood and politicians have rejected them. Her new production company have already seen key people leaving them, and they will no doubt lose the newcomers as well. Their sad saga will continue because Meghan isn't a team player. She has no talent in writing on her own. If she did, she would have done it by now. If she can keep her micromanaging hands off of everyone she's hired, there's a chance that she could have some success. But A-list writers and producers will drop her even if she continues to try and get inside their bodies and control them. Meghan will fall on her own sword before she's let anyone tell her what to do. So pack your bags if you have to come to work with her, and keep your therapist on speed dial because you are in for a nightmare of a ride. They will be lining up for front row seats and crocodile tears when the Queen dies, then expect another front row appearance for Charlie's coronation, when the Duke of Hypocrisy will swear allegiance to the King of the United Kingdom and its realms. Hopefully by the time these events come to pass, Harry will have found an iota of integrity and self-respect, enough to apologize to his family and the people of Britain. Or divorce, but I think his wife will delay divorce until after the events in an effort to be once more seen on a world stage before she disappears into oblivion.